What is it your message with respect to the ecological challenge that we face?
Well, I don't think we are doing enough to deal with scientific changes, or to put it a different way. We're not doing enough to deal with the climate changes which are in train and which are very likely to happen well within the next 100 years. I think it is very hard because it's not happening today and it's not happening tomorrow. It's not even happening within 5 years of a term of a government. But you're talking about a couple of decades, and it's hard for any government to make trade-offs in terms of things I don't do now which will hurt me 30 years from now. And India faces this challenge because you have so many immediate pressures. And you were the chief climate negotiator, you would know. For any Indian government to say, let's cut back on our emissions, let's impose all these rules, let's participate in a stringent global environment, even though it may mean that some of my industries may have to restructure, some of my people may lose jobs, I may lose 0.5% of GDP growth, it's not politically tenable. And therefore, you have problems which are postponed, which are going to come back in a very powerful way within a generation. And it's a challenge. The only partial way forward is all the countries of the world get together and we each do our part. Equal misery, and, well, I don't volunteer to do more than my share, but I will do my share. I think that is necessary, and Paris is the start, the agreement which was reached last year. And you will need to make more agreements, and you have to hope that it will be sufficient in order to mitigate the impact, as you point out, rivers, glaciers, coastal areas, droughts, many consequences to come. Southeast Asia is facing it. We have forest fires much more intensely than we used to.
Yes.
It's partly impact of people, but it's also climate change. Temperatures are higher, droughts are longer, forests catch fire more easily and burn more intensely. I think we're going to experience sea level rise in Singapore, and within this lifetime, you're going to see it. The city won't drown, but at high tide, you're going to see rain, floods, much more frequently than before. You're going to see also droughts more intensely than before because the climate, the fluctuations are more extreme. And we can only cope with that. That's not even a Southeast Asian problem, which you might say forest fires are, but that's a global problem and we need a global deal. And that means India, China, America, Brazil, the big countries, they call them big countries, but that's a polite term for big emitters. The big countries have to get together and they must decide that the status quo is not tenable.